in this special edition of On Point. Today, I have Amir Khosru Mahmud Chowdhury, member of the BNP Standing Committee. He is also a former Minister of Commerce and is currently heading the chair of Foreign Relations Committee of BNP. Without wasting any time, I welcome you, sir.
There's a correction. I'm a member of the Foreign Relations Committee, not the chair. Chair is the party chairperson.
Oh, absolutely. You are the member of the committee. So
That's
welcome
right.
you, sir. A very warm welcome to you. And let me begin this interview without wasting any more time. I know you are pressed for time. It's a momentous time in the subcontinent. It's not the government, the regime has changed in Bangladesh. The only thing which is in the mind of people is, when is Bangladesh going to hold its election?
You see, I mean, this is a good question. Everybody keep asking the same question. As a matter of fact, it has been only less than a month the interim government has taken the office. So we need to reform the electoral process, which has been destroyed by the previous authoritarian regime. So to do the electoral reforms, I think we have to bring back the institutions that deal with the electoral process in proper order. And for that, the election commission has to be dismantled. New election commission has to be instituted with the consultation of the stakeholders, and electoral rules which have been changed to cater for stolen elections in the past. Those rules have to be changed, and all the institutions relating to the electoral process needs to be put back in order. So we'll have to do all that before holding an election, and we'll obviously, this is one of the major issues that the interim government has to deal with.
Mr. Chowdhury, the second question is, will Khaleda Zia lead BNP in the forthcoming elections?
Well, she is the chairperson of the party still, but you see, during this illegal incarceration of Begum Zia, she has suffered from serious health issues. And she is still recovering. She needs to go for further treatment abroad, which has been denied by this autocratic regime in the past. So keeping that in mind, while our acting chairman, Mr. Tariq Rahman, is leading the party very successfully indeed, and he'll continue to do so in the future until
time. You said until?
Yes.
You said until?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Chowdhury, yes, I can hear you. You said until? Did you say until?
You are very low in the sound.
Okay. Am I audible to you?
This is okay.
Okay.
Now, yeah.
So you use the word until.
Yeah. I mean, actually, her health has been seriously, badly affected by the lack of treatment which she was denied in the past. So she's going away for treatment. And Mr. Tariq Rahman actually has been in charge of the party as an acting chairman and has been successfully running the party. So he'll continue to do so in the future.
Okay. So can Awami League survive as a political party in Bangladesh after this change?
As it stands, you see, they are clearly branded and characterized as a fascist and authoritarian political outfit. So chances of them coming back is very slim, because I think the misdeeds, the misrule, and the looting of the country that took place in the past, and the way they have destroyed the institutions of the country, electoral process, then enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, fabricated and false cases, the looting of the banks and state coffers. I mean, to a extent that the 6 million people from the opposition are facing false and fabricated cases, endless persecution over the last 15 years. So I think they have to face the brunt of the charges, murder charges, the charges for the abductions and killings. They are all they have to face. They have to go through that phase, and there are even uh, some demand raised from various quarters to ban Awami League as a political party. But it is not our stand as a BNP, as a political party. We are not in favor of banning any political parties. Unlike Sheikh Hasina did in the past, we believe that every party should have a fair go in the way of democratic process, in the electoral process in the country. But we have to wait and see how they perform in the future.
Okay. Is it correct to say that the BNP is close to the Islamists in Bangladesh?
I think, I'm sorry to say this, this is a narrative created by the set of people on your side. And they have created this narrative. They have also created some bogeyman like fundamentalism, like security and Hindu-Muslim issues. And they have not only created the bogeyman, they have also created an ecosystem in India. And these people in this ecosystem keep repeating the same thing over and over again. BNP is a centrist party which engages with whole spectrum of Bangladeshi political parties, Bangladeshi people. Left, centrist, center-right. You see, our alliance are with all political forces that who believe in democracy, human rights, rule of law. Basically, you see a pluralistic approach, embracing all Bangladeshis. This is how BNP sees its politics. And as I said, the narrative that has been created on your side of in India by some people, that narrative, that bogeyman that they have created, and the ecosystem that they have created has to be done away with for Bangladesh-India relationship to go any further. This is very important. I keep saying same thing time and again, that the Indian side have to come out of this bogeyman, this narrative and this ecosystem that they have created. And they are not helping India-Bangladesh relationship. I can tell you quite categorically, without mincing my words. This is something very important we all must take note of.
But Hindus were attacked during the protests. The temples were burned.
Listen.
Indira Gandhi Cultural Center was burned. Like, I allowed you to speak. Let me complete my question. So, then why did, my question to you is, the fact is that the minorities were attacked during the protests.
One thing you have to clearly understand, it was an attack by these people of Bangladesh, no particular political party, who were part of this authoritarian fascist regime, who have persecuted people of Bangladesh for the last 15, 16 years, endlessly. So there was a public anger and pent-up frustration that came out, not targeted against Hindus, but against these people who belong to Awami League and its regime. So some of them are Hindus and some of them are Muslims. So this target was not Hindus, it was against these regimes, people who perpetrated in the first 15 years this persecution, killing and forced disappearances, extrajudicial killing, false and fabricated cases, looting the state coffers, looting the state financial institutions. This was an anger that came out. Yes, there are aberrations, like aberrations you have in India as well, on your minority. So aberrations is not the norms. So anybody trying to put it as norms is trying to do identity politics. And Awami League has been capitalizing on this idea for any minorities, for any communities, and a section of Indian press also capitalizing on this, using this platform of Hindu-Muslim issues not helping the cause of India-Bangladesh relationship.
Mr. Chowdhury, I really don't want to walk that path because I'm not the spokesperson of the.
Let me finish. No, this is important. You see, you have problem with minority on your side as well. Bangladeshis never interfere in such situation. You see, because these are aberrations we consider, and this cannot be made into a norms that Bangladesh is going through Hindu-Muslim issues. No, Bangladesh is not.
Are Hindus safe in Bangladesh?
Is clearly
are Hindus safe in Bangladesh?
We need rights of all the citizens, which is under the Constitution of
Hindus
Bangladesh.
Safe in Bangladesh?
Absolutely. We have had great harmony all since the independence. There are aberrations, as I say. There are aberrations on your side as well. This need not be politicized or used as a platform to benefit from it, to capitalize from it. So we have to make sure that who are doing it, it is Awami League who has been doing it, a section of Hindu community who wants the leadership, who wants to benefit from this, also trying to capitalize it. But make sure it is the issue, it is Bangladesh's own issue, and we know how to resolve it. We have been living in harmony ever since the birth of Bangladesh, and will continue to do so. This is a country of peace and harmony between all communities.
Mr. Chowdhury, can you put this in perspective? Why did the statue of Mujibur Rahman pull down during protests?
You see, the key reason is the years of misrule. As I said earlier on, you see, the enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, custodial death, 60 million people facing false and fabricated cases, you see, and endless misrule and looting of the country. And they have done all this in the name of Sheikh Mujib as a symbol. It is the Awami League that's solely responsible for public outrage. And they took it out on as you said, by bringing down the statues and all the rest of it. People have taken their outrage and frustration and the pent-up anger against Sheikh Hasina's rule, which she ruled Sheikh Mujib as a symbol. So he became the ultimate victim, which is unfortunate. But that has happened. It's like any other country we have seen when the dictators come down, their statues come down with them or their symbols that come down with it. In many countries we have seen in the past, which is unfortunate.
Do you expect the constitution to remain same? If BNP comes to power, will the constitution change?
Constitution is never a static document. It's not a holy book. It needs to be changed with time and with the need of the people of the country and for the country. So whatever needs to be changed will be changed, because the regime in the past have changed the constitution, distorted the constitution completely for them to stay in power forever by changing all the democratic values, by changing all the human rights issues to continue to rule the country by disenfranchising the citizens of Bangladesh. So that, of course, obviously, that constitution has to be thrown out of the window, and we have to have a relook at the constitution in favor of democracy, in favor of human rights, in favor of good governance, rule of law, in the interest of the people of Bangladesh.
Mr. Chowdhury, have the students gone back to the classes where they belong? Or they're still out working as a third factor in the Bangladeshi politics?
No, they have gone back to the school and colleges, and with the true spirit of freedom, with the hope of building a new Bangladesh.
What today is the biggest challenge for the Bangladeshi government?
Restore the institutions of the country which has been destroyed by the autocratic and fascist regime. The institutions must be brought back to order, because you cannot rule a country without the institution. They have all been politicized, captured to continue their rule all their life. So they need to be brought back to order. That's the top priority, through which you have to bring back all the things that had gone wrong in the past and put them right, so the institutions function properly.
So is there a possibility in Bangladesh for a third political front to emerge? It was between the Awami League and BNP, the fulcrum would oscillate, two big parties. So in the context of the larger political spectrum, what is your analysis?
Well, I mean, he said the more the merrier. This is democracy. We believe in democracy, And in the democracy, everybody has right to form their own parties. So they should be welcome to the democratic order of the country. And it is up to the people of the country to decide who they elect as a member of parliament to the assembly, and who they want to be the government of the day. It is the people of Bangladesh to decide. So I think it's not like Sheikh Hasina banning this party, banning that party, then and turn Bangladesh into a one-party system. We don't believe that. We believe that democracy is for everybody to participate, be it politically and otherwise.
Before I let go of you, what are the BNP's chances, sir?
It is up to the people to decide. BNP is the most popular party in the country, has been in the past. If Sheikh Hasina had allowed free and fair election in the past, BNP would have been in power a long time back. It is the most popular party in the country. The party formed on the basis of multi-party system, level playing field for everybody, rule of law, human rights issues to be maintained, as opposed to Sheikh Hasina's autocratic one-party regime. So BNP has been at the heart of the people of Bangladesh for a long time, since its inception.
You said one thing, before I close the show, you said one thing, that democracy is being restored. But in democracy, there's a fine line between justice and witch hunting. Do you think that line will be maintained by the Yunus administration?
Absolutely. I mean, it has to be. This is what we fought for. This is why you have gotten rid of this autocratic regime. When the judiciary, the parliament, and the executive, the line had been blurred completely, and it became one, and executive became the all-powerful. So this is what we have to bring back. There is a clear-cut line between these three organs of the state that needs to be brought back. And I'm sure Dr. Yunus surely believes in that.
Thank you, Mr. Chowdhury, for joining me directly from Dhaka. Mr. Chowdhury, who is the very senior member of the Standing Committee of BNP, had spoken on a number of issues. He said that the minorities are safe in Bangladesh, and he also said that yes, there has to be a reset between India and Bangladesh, but the most important thing is that unlike the last time, I think BNP is all set to go in, dive in the election which it boycotted, when the third election was won by Awami League, which got contested. So it's time for a short break. Do not go away, because when I come back, there is another exclusive on Bangladesh, and that is about racial profiling.